Hi, how is everyone? Welcome to Living in the Light, and I'm Mary Amy, and I'm coming to you live from New York, and I'm all about shifting away darkness, guiding you to your truest potential, and cracking open that beautiful glowing light in your heart. Welcome to the fifth dimension, New Earth, Gaia. So today it's Tuesday in the Matrix Work Week. It's March 14th. And how's everyone doing? Are you sensing the world is changing and it's shifting right now in this moment? Does it seem as though the days are going by quicker? Can I just tell you that this day just went by this fast? I don't even know what's going on. Are you sensing that as well? Now, I know we had the time change because right now you can see it's still light out and it's 6:30, but when I'm doing the show at 7, it's dark. So anyone who's joining us, I hope you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So tonight we're going to cover topics like quantum financial system. What exactly is that? The Earth Alliance. What exactly is that? Your divine gateway chakras. Now we're probably going to do some exercises as a light worker. And I believe if you're joining us, you too are a light worker or a starseed because you've awakened to another reality, another belief system. And you know that belief system that we've been living with for our whole entire life is pretty corrupt. It's not so much fun. And it's on its way out. And as you know, we mentioned yesterday what's been going on with the banking because there's going to be this new financial system that comes into play. Now, I know those evildoers, the ones that are the deep state, which apparently, boop, they're gone. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the bloodlines, the Illuminati, the secret societies, the Freemasons, all those bad guys have kind of been put out. And now we have had and realized that these white hats have kind of taken over the military and the white hats. I don't know if anyone's aware of that. Now, yesterday, this banking system, it was evident, came out over the weekend, actually, or even Thursday or Friday. Hey, Elsa, there's Elsa. You can see her little head. She hears someone, so she barks. Over the weekend, the Silicon Valley Bank crashed and Signature Bank. And then when I left you yesterday, I mentioned First Republic. Now today, I noticed that Credit Suisse was having some trouble, and their stocks were at $2.50. So they might be the next one. Now we heard that the government, those that have been selected, not elected, they have decided to bail out some of these banks. Now, I don't know how that's going to go exactly because I'm not there. But what I've kind of surmised is that, these eventually all the banks are going to be at zero and they're going to crash. And so is the stock market. Now, is that really negative? Not really, because all of it's kind of criminal. It's a lot of illegal stuff going on. And they've been propping up the banks for a very long time. And now I think it's time for, us, for the regular Joes to kind of take over, the real people out there. And not these, they say the elite cabal or whatever you want to call them, those leaders out there. They've had their shot and it's over now. We're done with the Matrix and now we're ready for heaven on earth, a new reality, And so if you've traveled down the rabbit hole, you're aware, like I am, of some of the stuff that's gone on and how they've sacrificed humanity. And it's been children, it's been babies, it's been adults. And we are beings of light. You and I are the gold. We are beings of light and we deserve better than that. And I'm ready to have some fun in the world. I don't want to wake up every day and go to my job in the Matrix. What is that anyway? Who designed this whole thing? It's not any fun and it's keeping us enslaved and programmed. So that's over now. Now, let me remind you about your dreams. Did you guys have any fun dreams last night? Something interesting? I've been hearing friends of mine and those close around me have mentioned to me that they've had some really weird dreams, and they've known people to have weird dreams where there's been some kind of evil, a demon or a witch that comes in and tries to persuade them or put fear into them. And that's because it's the evil energies and the dark forces are taking a last lick and trying to grab onto to us and trying to take away our energy and make us vulnerable. But we're not going to do it, are we? We're going to reach up from our bottom, our root chakra at the bottom of our spine. We're going to pull up all of our energy, and we're going to remind ourselves that we have love in our hearts. And so when I say tune into your heart, what do I mean? I mean, ask yourself how you're feeling. Have you done that yet today? Maybe you're having a fantastic day. Maybe you're not. Whatever it is, ask your heart and say, how are you feeling? Because you'll come back with some kind of response. Maybe you're feeling happy. Maybe you're feeling sad. Maybe it's not that defined. Maybe indifferent. Whatever it is, it's a good thing to tune into and become aware of your inner world. You have an inner spirit, an inner life going on within you. And the more that you realize that, the more you'll become knowing about who you really are and have self-actualization. And things won't seem so overwhelming out here because we can't control that. We can only control this. That's why I encourage everyone to meditate, because, it's about calming your spirit, calming your heart. We don't want to have a rapid heartbeat if we're stressed out. We don't want to encourage pain within our bodies and illnesses. So we want to come from a place of observation when we look out at the physical reality. So we're not kind of in a place of shock. We want to sit back and know that as long as that we are paying attention to what's going on within us, then everything out here will be okay. Because like I said, our thoughts are very powerful. Cause and effect. You can create an outcome. So today, we're going to get on to quantum financial. Now, so before I go on to the topics, again, tune into your heart. So for example, if I was to tune into my heart and I would say to myself, what's going on? I would say, I'm in a pretty good place. I'm a little tired. I need some sleep. I didn't sleep enough last night. And then I would remind you also about your dreams. Did you have any dreams that brought you any kind of information or data that you need to know to take you on your pathway? Because anything that you're receiving while you're sleeping or while you're awake through your senses, or an idea or a hunch that comes through, is meant for you. You're operating on a certain frequency. So anything that comes to you is meant for you. Like attracts like. And it's advantageous for you to pay attention. Now you might say, oh, they don't mean anything, dreams. Think about what you're saying. It doesn't mean anything. Something's coming into your system and you're saying it doesn't mean anything. You're not validating yourself, are you? You have to have self-confidence and faith. Everything that's coming within your system is meant for you. So pay attention. And I could swear if you just think about the same situations come over and over into your life, it's the same issue and over. That's a message to you that you have to figure it out. And that's no one else's job but yours. So just pay attention. So again, tune into your heart, your dreams, and your thoughts are very powerful. Anything that you're thinking, you can create into this physical reality. Now, maybe it's not going to be instantaneously. We can't expect that yet. However, in the fifth dimension, where we're all going, it's going to activate our advanced capabilities, our advanced gifts that are within us and characteristics, and it's going to be a place in the fifth dimension that there's advanced technology. So you will realize that your ideas and whatever's coming out of you, your thoughts, are going to be crucial and very important for you to pay attention. Because if you're thinking something that's negative, you're going to manifest something that's negative. If you're going to think something that is positive, which is good or hopeful for you, then you're going to be able to manifest it as well. So just pay attention to that. And then the last thing is your intention. Your intention is very important because it's a commitment to do your best. So what is your intention right now? Is your intention to do the best? That's what we want. We want that. So these are all suggestions. They're not have-tos. I'm just giving suggestions because I'm just a healer. And this is what I do. I've been a holistic coach for like the last 8 years. And so I want good things for you because you are a worthy being of light. You are the gold. It doesn't matter what you have. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter where you live or whatever job you have right now in the matrix. You're all that matters. You're a worthy being of light just as you are. So know that. And I always say, what are your 3 authentic characteristics that make you unique from everyone else on this entire globe, in the entire galaxy, in the entire cosmos? What are they? What are the 3 characteristics? Remind yourself. And that will lift you up. And if you're having a crappy day and you're like, oh, everything's terrible for me, you can stand on top of those characteristics. You can say to yourself, well, wait a second. I'm this, this, and this. And maybe you'll feel a little better. All right. So quantum financial system. Anyone who's joining us, I hope you like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Mary Amy, and I'm coming live from New York. And yes, indeed, these are aliens on my shirt. They are extraterrestrials. They look like gray aliens, right? Or allegedly what gray aliens look like. So quantum. I've been hearing about the quantum financial system because financial system as we know it is crashing. It's collapsing. And so what's going to take its place? Well, we've heard a lot of those out there speculating, and they've said it's going to be Bitcoin. It's going to be all of these digital currency, many different things. Then they've said it's going to turn to gold and silver. Well, that's something that's more possible because it's something you can actually hold on to, isn't it? Or you think you can. Some of the digital, we don't know. Can they just wipe that out? But from what I understand is none of that's actually going to be the case initially, because when a system is built, the old system has to completely disappear. It has to be exterminated and done for. It has to start from basically ground zero and work its way up. And that's what's probably going to be what happens. They're not going to build on a broken system something else. Something else has already kind of been created and designed. And it's called the quantum financial system. So I kind of thought I need to look up quantum because I said, I know that that's an important word. I need to know. So I kind of looked it up and I said, quantum field theory. There's a quantum field out there. You know, they say in the ether, right? They say the ether that there's a lot going on. It's kind of a space up beyond the clouds, which we weren't really taught about this growing up. That's not the science we were taught. I don't know if you were taught about ether, but I wasn't. I've just recently heard about ether, and it's one of the elements we've heard and been told since we were children that there's only 4 elements of nature. But no, there's 5. It's not just earth, water, fire, and air. There's also ether, which is beyond the clouds, which is a place, they say, of creation, a place that you can reach the Akashic records, a place of manifesting, and also a location that we can create free energy, like Tesla spoke about. So the quantum field theory is the interaction of two separate physical systems and is attributed to a field that extends from one to the other and is manifested in a particle exchange between two systems. And that's very technical. I'm not so good at science. So it's particles and fields in the theory interacted strongly with one another. Now, this term quantum field theory came up in 1948. And so, funny enough, another term was created that same year. And guess what it was called? Time traveler. Time traveler. So is there time travel? And is there time travel in the quantum field? So the term time traveler means someone who can move between two different times in the past or the future. So movement between certain points in time, between different points in space by an object or a person. And we've all kind of imagined time travel, haven't we? How we can go from one location to another, or a time machine. I've kind of mentioned time machines. We get into a time machine and we set the dial and we say we want to go to this specific day and time. We've seen movies and films and shows, television shows, that have shared this kind of theory of time travel. So the quantum financial system is actually considered a unit. Quantum is a unit, and quantum financial system to me is actually a term that would mean something that's kind of, I guess, anything is possible, quantum. Because as I just said, quantum field theory is when particles and fields in the theory interacted strongly with one another. So it's a very positive term, quantum. I think it's something that's very positive, and I like the sound of it, QFS. I'm in for that just because of the name. And then, after the quantum financial system comes into play, or at the same time, parallel, is going to be the event, which is where everything happens, everything changes. It's this big event. Now, before or after the event is going to be the solar flash. We've heard about that, and that is when from the sun, there's eruptions like we've been receiving from the sun, these solar flares, and this light is coming onto the earth, and it's going to be this cosmic event from the sun. And this sun is going to just beam onto the entire globe, and everything across the globe is going to be covered with light and awakened, and all the darkness within us is going to be gone. So is that a divine event? Is that a cosmic galaxy Earth event? I don't know. It's going to be an event. So it's kind of a combination right now. We have a lot going on. We know that we've been receiving these solar flares. And if you've been kind of tuning into your body, you know that there's ascension symptoms because you've awakened. You're activating light codes within your system. Your DNA is being brought online, and you're starting to change. You're morphing and transforming into another version of you, the best version of you. And it's been difficult up until now, because how could we ever have done that? We've been living in a very dense place. We've been living in an illusion. We were brought into this earth feeling as though we always were playing catch up and chasing this impossible dream. It's going to take 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And maybe then you'll never have what you want. And maybe then you'll never be a millionaire. Because we were just taught that. We were always trained to think there's a villain. We have to look because over our shoulder, because something bad's going to happen if we're not paying attention, or maybe something bad did happen to us. We had pain and suffering. It hasn't been a place of like heaven on earth, has it? It hasn't been a place that we wanted to wake up necessarily every day. Maybe you had moments of such loneliness and despair that you kind of felt like giving up. You felt defeated. And unless you had someone come along and lift you up, or you had a spark hit you, you might have gone into maybe even a depression, or you might have felt self-criticism or conflict. Well, that's over now because we're headed to a place that's going to be joy and love, unconditional love and joy and hope. And we're getting help from that. We're getting a lot of help out there in the galaxies, whether you realize it or not. We're going to get into that. So the quantum financial system, from what I understand and from what I've been hearing about, I'm going to share with you what I've learned. What I've learned is that the old matrix system will slowly phase out. So not to create a full meltdown of citizens, they say, across the world, as the old financial system transitions into the new quantum financial system. A special day will come, the event, and the grand solar flash will transform the entire planet into the fifth dimension. So we'll have advanced technologies, and we will become more advanced beings of light. Now, you have that within you. You don't even know yet, because there's been so much squishing and squashing you and holding on to you and giving you all of this information that's programming and attachments. Was any of this your ideas? What exactly were your ideas? Every single thing you think during your day in the matrix, is it your plan or is it the plan that you were given? If you had no plan that you had to do, what exactly would you do? You hopefully would find a purpose and a passion and a mission. And that's what the fifth dimension is. It's about taking care of humanity. It's about doing humanitarian deeds. It's not about get out of the way. That's mine. I'm going to get it. It's not about capitalism. So wake up and be prepared, because that's where we're going. So this new system moves from physical to etheric based, and your DNA and consciousness will be used to operate the abundance system of Earth. So the new Earth quantum financial system, the new technologies are completely being controlled by beings of light and will set humans free from financial burden. So you will no longer have debt. Nisera Jacera is coming. No more IRS. From what I've heard, the IRS is not even there anymore. The deep state is gone. The white hats are in charge. I don't know. Hey, Craig. Hi, Mary, everyone. Happy to tune in. Good luck, folks, wherever you are at. Yes. Well, oh, by the way, about the weather, I'm in New York. So we had a rainstorm. I know upstate, they had a foot of snow at least. I think it was still snowing the last time I heard. And there's a lot of strange weather issues going on. So is that HAARP? And I mentioned it last night. What's going on? And then I have some people in the matrix say to me, it's climate change. And I said, no, it's not. And they said, it's climate change. And I said, no, it's not. And I'm not about to get into an argument or a debate, because everyone can have whatever opinion they want. It's free. It's a free, it's free thinking. You have free will. You can say whatever you want, do whatever you want. That's not my stuff. All right. So operating the quantum financial system using consciousness is the higher way of the Palladians. In other words, what is going to happen? So get this. This is very interesting. The money that you have in the bank will be transferred into this new system. It's not like you're going to not have your money. However, you're going to go in and be interviewed, and you are going to get a chance to present your anything that you're interested in doing. That's for humanitarian effort, and you are going to have your heart checked. In other words, your consciousness, not your heart, like the part of you. I'm not talking about the organ. I'm talking about the heart part of you, your spiritual part of you. You will be checked. Your spiritual part of you, the humane part of you, will be checked, and it will be given a score. And based on your score, that's how much money you will be able to receive. So let's say you don't have a lot of money, but you have a huge heart and you're trying to take care of humanity. You will be given more money than, let's say, someone who might already be a millionaire. Their money might not equate to being a millionaire. Also, from what I understand, it's about how old you are. How much money you will receive is based on how old you are, because the longer you're in the system of the matrix and you've had to be suffering, then the more money you're going to receive. So this plan is good for me because, as I've said, I'm not a millionaire and I'm working in the matrix. So everything so far sounds fantastic. I don't know about for you. So these advanced technologies are all in place with a benevolent intent. So if you have a benevolent intent, if you have been practicing and tuning in and going through your issues and coming to terms with your higher consciousness, having more awareness, you're on the right path. We have time. So let's continue together, healing ourselves, forgiving those out there, being kind and compassionate, having alignment, right? So it's going to be free, secure, and easy to use. No one's going to be able to steal it from you. You're going to have a card, some kind of card, your quantum financial card, and no one's going to be able to use it but you, because it's based on your DNA and your spirituality, how you are. And so your account can never be given out. Your account can never be hacked or used without permission, without DNA confirmation of your identity. So this sounds fantastic, doesn't it? I like this whole possibility. And I'm hoping that this, I'm crossing my fingers, but what I'm understanding and I'm sensing, what I'm sensing is that it's on mark. I'm sensing, I'm feeling as though, and it's not just me wanting it, I sense that this is truly what's going to happen because, like I've shared with you, I've been receiving information, and every single time I do one of these interviews and I'm coming in contact with one of these channelers, I don't know if this has happened to you watching these interviews that I'm doing, but there's something that's evolving within me. I'm transitioning, I'm transforming. And I saw that over the weekend because the information I'm receiving when I'm about to go to sleep or when I'm about to wake up is much more advanced than it used to be. It was very flat. It was just a quick appearance. Now it's a whole visit, like I'm being visited. It's very strange. In a good way. So anyone who's joining us, I hope you like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to cover topics that are relevant or in a direction we're going. Now, who is out there trying to help us? Who are the do-gooders? Do you wonder? And I say, where are those do-gooders? And are things working out for us better than I imagined? Well, I know that behind the scenes, there's a lot going on. And it seems as though things are, I guess, taking a turn for the better, because it seems as though these systems are breaking down. And I don't know if that would have happened in the past. And it's not getting worse. How about that? It's not getting worse. So I heard about this alliance. Now, there's a couple of different names. I heard the Alliance. I heard the Earth Alliance. I heard some other, always the word alliance. And so it's an association of military and political white hats. And who are the white hats exactly? Well, there's the black hats and then the white hats. And the white hats are those behind the scenes that are actually trying to pull us out of this matrix, pull us away from all this demonic energy and this mind control. And they have collaborated with the galactic beings, and they're from major countries. And from what I understand, that's why we're going to have Nasara Jasara, which is the end of credit card debt, the end of the IRS, and the end of a lot of this turmoil that we've been encountering throughout our lives, which is we don't have what's called free energy. The patents were taken by the government, and those are going to be released. I think it's like 3,000 patents, and they have been patents simply that you can run a car on water. There's, very advanced technologies that we have not been privy to, because then we would not be paying for everything, would we? I mean, if all of these patents came out, then we wouldn't need gasoline. We wouldn't need these corporations. We wouldn't need so much of what we're paying for. So that's what's going to happen. The Earth Alliance is basically has put together a lot of positive outcomes for us. So the planet Earth has been enslaved for exactly into economic bondage for something like 400,000 years, they say. Music, zero-point energy, and gravity tech, yes. And the med beds, the med pods, those apparently have been around for quite a while, that technology. I mean, I speak about Nikola Tesla, and he invented a lot of patents. He invented a lot of technology that we have not seen. So there are key political leaders in the Earth Alliance behind the scenes, many white hats. Anyone who's joining us, I hope you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I'm so glad we're getting somebody writing in the chat, because then I feel as though I'm not talking to myself, although I see that there are people here. But you know what? Even if it was just replayed, I'd be okay with that, because I just am spreading the word, and this is my mission. This is what I'm supposed to do, just like do these interviews. And I'm going to remind you, I don't have any interviews this weekend because I'm starting this guided meditation group at my job in the Matrix. But I do have 2 upcoming interviews next weekend with a psychic, and he has a psychic school from New Jersey, and then Michael Edley. And then I have a priestess. Her name is Estrella, and she is next weekend as well. Just wanted to let everyone know that. I haven't even spoken about that, but I want to let you know. And I do have those videos that are up from this past weekend with Sam the Illusionist and Shayna Blackmore, which has a sound healing. If you want to put your head back, it's probably about 25 minutes, and it's wonderful, and it will help repair your DNA and your cells. So the Earth Alliance is key political leaders and they are behind the scenes. There are many white hats out there, and they are looking out for us. They're looking out for humanity. And they are being helped by a positive group of extraterrestrials called the Galactic Federation. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. Now, we know in the last few weeks, we heard there's UFOs. Now, I've never seen a UFO. I've never had a UFO sighting. However, I've shared with you that I've had communications where they've communicated with me. Many different types. Apparently, the Arcturian was the only one, this one Arcturian. So I don't know if that's my star family. I thought I was a Palladian, but I guess I'm not. So this one Arcturian had contacted me and communicated with me, and I finally could understand what he was saying. And I say he because he seemed more masculine. So the Earth Alliance is a military alliance consisting of military from Earth and military from the Galactic Federation. The creation of the Earth Alliance was to prepare humanity for a future in which they would be able to defend Earth from invaders and nefarious deep state. So it's been put together for our benefit. Hey, Bob Harding. Hey, I'm here listening. I just got back from Reiki healing and processing some messages and images I haven't seen. Good for you, Reiki. I know. Well, I'm starting to get some more clients. I've been doing some Reiki. I do remote healing Reiki, which is energy healing. In fact, we're going to get into one of our chakras tonight, and that's going to be one of the exercises we do tonight. And I hope you stick around for that, because we are practicing our clairsenses, because we are all going to be telepathic in New Earth, Gaia, aren't we? We're all going to be communicating in a higher consciousness. So my consciousness is reaching up, I guess, as they say, to the divine gateway chakra. And I will be communicating through my chakra to your chakra, your divine gateway chakra. And that's how we're going to send telepathic messages. It's pretty exciting. Well, I sense that if we are positive, we have faith and self-confidence, that we can manifest anything that we like. And we have what's called cause and effect. So whatever idea comes into your being, it's entirely up to you whether or not you want to squash it or you want to build it up. Because if you receive a spark of information and you say, oh, that was nothing, then it was nothing. However, if you take that little spark of information that came into you, an idea maybe, a thought about something, you can build on it and you can change the outcome of it. It can disappear or it can build up and be this wonderful experience or anything you'd like. Just be aware. All right, so let's get on to the divine gateway chakra. Before I get on to that, I want to remind you about angels or beings of light. They come from the heavens to earth. This is what I guess you would call it, an archangel. And an archangel is an angel that is going to be a messenger, a guide, a warrior, a protector for you. You can ask angels to come into your existence. And they are divine beings of light. They're celestial. There's 9 ranks of angels. And they say that we have at least 2 guardian angels from the moment we are born here and incarnated on this earth, that we have 2 guardian angels that are with us to guide us and protect us. So maybe you'll hear a whisper in your ear, or a little tingling on the top of your head, or a sparkle out of the corner of your eye. And it just might be your guardian angel. Now you can maybe encounter a situation and you say, oh my gosh, and you can pray for angels, divine intervention to come in, maybe a miracle. You know, there's something going on and you're like, I need help, please. You can ask for angels to be present in your life. They're available to you. It's entirely up to you. You know, it's funny because a few years ago, I had looked up angels and they said, this was, I think, 2019 or 2020. They said 70% of Americans believed in angels. 70%. There's been many angel programming television shows. So again, I'm just going to remind you of angels. And I've traveled myself to the angelic realm, so I was seeing a lot for a long time in the angelic realm, and I would look through my third eye and I would just see these angels, and they would be dancing in a circle, and they'd kind of they'd reach out to me for me to join them. And I received many powerful messages or visions or even premonition dreams. So this is available to you as well. Is there a particular one that suits us better? And what are you referring to? Angels? What are you referring to? Craig, I'm not really sure I know what you're talking about. Just ask Tilly, what suits us better? I don't know what you mean. Because I basically read the chat in between. So I don't know when you put that up there. So let's get into divine gateway chakra, because that's how we're going to connect to a higher consciousness. If the more we're aware of what we're capable of, the more possibilities. Yes, which angel or spirit should we choose? That, well, you know what? Whichever angel or spirit you choose, a spirit. Now, do you mean the one, someone that's passed? Um, when it comes to angels, are you referring to archangel? You know, there's Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel. There's a whole list, and maybe I'll do a topic about angels. Maybe I'll do an archangel topic. But for me, Michael resonates. Now you can. It's entirely whatever resonates for you. I whatever I'm saying here is my personal experience, and you're unique. So you choose whatever you feel is appropriate for you, because what's right for me isn't going to necessarily be right for you. So whoever you would like to choose. For me, it just came through Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael. And that's why I guess that was what was present for me for a very long time. I sensed Archangel Michael was right here to my right because I was going through something and I needed that presence next to me to give me strength because I was very alone. I don't know if you've ever felt alone, but angels have really helped guide me, and I sense that they've brought me out of and warned me of dire events like I've spoken about, you know, and it makes me emotional. So I have this intersection that is out through my window, and it's a block away, and it's a very busy intersection. And I'm a walker, so I'll do a lot of walking. And I was walking, I was at this intersection. And I would say it might have even have been 3 times that this happened to me at this one intersection. This is a personal story. I'm kind of uh, off the path, right off the track right now, but I'm just telling you, it's about angels. And um, one time I could tell you the 2 times that are important are, one time I was about to step off on the right side. I was about to step off the curb, and then I heard, no, just stand there. And then right in front of me, one car was going in this direction, and then another car just drove right into that car, and there was a car crash, and I was right there. And I'm sure that it would have affected me if I had taken a step off, if I had been proceeding into that intersection. So I heard a message like, don't step off the curb. And then another time in that intersection, because it is a very busy intersection, I believe in numbers. So things can come up. It's a numbers game. And, you know, you can do something so many times and then maybe something negative will happen to you. Another time I was at that same intersection, I was about to step off and I heard, don't step off. And then a car came up and literally would have hit me. So just be aware that angels, I sense that angels gave me that input. Don't step off the curb. So I listen. So divine gateway, chakras. So why am I sharing chakras with you? Because it's vital for you. It's vital to know about your chakras because they are wheels of energy within your system. And there's 12 of them. And there's 7 of them within your body, your physical body, and there's 5 outside. And if you've been coming along with me on my journey here on Living in the Light, you know that I've mentioned a few times about your earth chakra, which is below your feet. You know, if you're standing up, it's, they say, 12 inches below. I used to wear a Michael medallion as a paratrooper. He is a patron of risk takers. Yes, you know what? Maybe I should get one of those. Something with an angel on it. That's a good idea. And so the earth chakra, which is below your feet, it's 12 inches below your feet, and it's your Mother Earth connection. And that's very important, obviously, because it's your connection to the earth. It's grounding. You want to be grounded. And why do you want to be grounded? Well, if you're not grounded, you're going to feel lost. You might go into a situation and you might not be paying attention. You might feel literally like you're lost, you're confused, you're scared, you have fear if you're not grounded in the earth. This is important. Your earth chakra, 12 inches from the bottom of your feet, it's your safety, it's your grounding. You feel centered, secured. And we want oneness and collective consciousness. So we are defining these. We're going to get onto this one, the one way up here. And it's important for us. And that's how we're going to connect to the galactic, where it's a gateway to all the other worlds. So this is very psychic phenomena. That's what we're in right now. We're in the psychic phenomena. So there's the earth chakra. Then I speak about the root chakra, is the base of your spine. And that is your ground, your self-centered, your connection to the earth as well. So it's those two together are very, very important for you to pay attention to. Like I say, when you sit down in the chair, like put all of your weight down on your bottom and imagine that your root chakra is headed down to the earth. And I always want to say about the earth chakra, which is 12 inches below your feet, is imagine this ball of light, because I think a ball of light is very positive and it's bringing glowing energy. So if you have darkness in one of your chakras, I believe that the light will fill the space. And then we go to the sacral, which is right down here. Your sex organs is your sacral. It's down there. Then your solar plex, and then is right here below your chest, right here. Then you have your heart chakra, then you have your throat chakra, then you have your third eye chakra, your mind's eye, and then you have your crown chakra. Now here we get into beyond our bodies. There's these chakras, 4 of them above your head, above your crown chakra. And so we are going to do a little exercise pertaining to that. So this is your crown chakra, right? And the crown chakra is basically your higher spiritual realms, hopes, visions, and dreams. Okay. Now, I tried to figure out, because I was like, exactly where is this located? Because I was told, the earth chakra is 12 inches from your feet. But I was like, where exactly are these chakras? I need to know so I can pinpoint it. Is it 12 inches? Is it 15 inches? I don't know. And it's very hard for me to get kind of a defined answer. So what I understand to be the galactic, okay, so here we go. Here's the crown. Then there's after the crown is the soul star chakra, the spirit chakra, the universal chakra, the galactic chakra, and then the divine gateway chakra. So how far up above my head is that? Well, I heard 18 inches above your head. And then I also heard 12 to 15 feet above your crown, above here. So I didn't get a real good answer about that. I'm going to investigate some more. However, we know it's pretty far above your head. So let's say if I shrunk myself down, if I go down here, so 12 inches, or we would say 18 inches would be, let's see, I'm trying to do it. So let's see, how long is my arm? Well, we know my arm is 18 inches long. So it would be pretty far high up, because we are basically going into another realm when we're hitting the galactic. So they call it the stellar gateway, the divine gateway chakra. Why am I sharing this with you? Because it's the gateway to the cosmos. Here we go. Do we want to receive telepathic information? Do we want to connect to otherworldly beings? So it's to other realms, other worlds, divine light portals, a connection to divine source. It's pretty exciting, and we're going to do an exercise. So the divine gateway to other worlds and realms, it's divine light portals and connects to divine source. So what is the color that is identified? Now here it's yellow, but apparently it's multicolored. So it's above the galactic chakra, the last chakra, AKA the stellar gateway chakra. So keep this information in your head. It's important right now because we're going to be kind of getting into different chakras. But I sense this is what I was supposed to talk about today because we've been speaking about this higher consciousness. So its name represents the energetic plane. Accessing the divine gateway chakra opens the door to the divine world. So you're bringing this into your existence. You're inviting this in. Are you okay with that? I'm going to share with you. I don't sense there's much evil left. It used to be like, oh, I got to turn the dial. I don't want so much, information coming or other beings. But now what we're inviting the ascended masters. Maybe we're inviting the angels in. We're inviting spiritual beings in. We're traveling to another realm. So we're going to visualize the chakra system as a vertical axis running from the earth through the atmosphere into the solar system. And that's what we're going to imagine. So we're connecting out into the solar system. When we do this, we're going to do this exercise. There is a constant loop of charged spiritual energy running in both directions. So from the bottom of your feet, be aware of this. From the bottom of your feet into the earth, there's spiritual energy running. Then up from your crown chakra, this is your crown chakra, the top of your head, is running. Spiritual energy is running into that direction. So it's open upwards from our head and down towards the earth. So we're basically connecting from the earth to the earth, and we're connecting to the heavens, to divine source up there. So be aware, you are a channel. You are able to access a lot of information, whether you realize it or not. And as all of our DNA and our consciousness comes online, you're going to be able to, receive and understand so much more than you ever did. So we are, by connecting to this divine gateway chakra, which is 18 inches above our head, it's going to help us with spiritual development, higher consciousness. And when we are balanced, we'll be able to access our intuition, psychic abilities. We'll have increased creativity and a greater sense of purpose. It's very positive. And pure consciousness and pure light. So isn't that good news? Now we are a little earlier than normal for our psychic phenomenon. However, I want to get into this, and then I also want to do some light work if you're interested, because we are light workers here. We are sending light. And so I have these maps. So the first exercise is going to be with this chakra, like we just spoke about. This divine gateway chakra, okay? That's what we're going to do. And then the second exercise tonight for our psychic phenomenon is we're going to really try to channel some light and send light across the globe. Now, I don't know if you participated in any meditation in the last 10 days. There was some global meditation. And there are those out there that have been together, unifying, and together having oneness and bringing light and meditation energy onto the earth. And so we've been very much engaging with tuning in to our inner life and thinking positive thoughts for humanity. All right, so let's get into it right now. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to probably do what we normally practice doing during a psychic phenomenon, which is we're relaxing because we want to relax. And I think that's how we receive the most information and we do the best we can. So let's just relax. Let's let go of any tension in our arms. Maybe move your head around. Breathe in, breathe out. And so we want to have confidence and faith that we can do this, acceptance, and really take away any doubt. Push away any doubt, push away any thoughts. We want to believe in ourselves. If we believe we can do it, then we can. It's entirely up to us. So we're letting go and we're relaxing, and maybe you're like a rag doll. I always say a rag doll. And you are going to push away any thoughts, push away any doubt, and you're going to drop down into your physical body. You're going to make contact. You're going to feel as though you're dropping down. Your weight is in your bottom. And like I say, that you are grounded in the earth. And if you want to imagine 12 inches from the bottom of your feet, they are in the earth's surface. They're in the earth, well beyond the earth's surface, because that is your earth chakra. And then I'd like you to focus on just breathing. Naturally breathing in and out. I know after a long day, if you're working in the matrix, maybe you have stress. And so you want to just basically take it down. Any tension that you have in your arms and your legs and your body, maybe move around a little bit and just feel more relaxed. It's the end of the day. All right, so now if you can just focus on your breath for a second. Just feel very calm and relaxed. I'd like you to imagine. We're going to imagine 18 inches above your crown chakra, which they're calling it your divine galactic chakra. So how far is that? So you're trying to imagine, you're trying to gauge, which is 18 inches, and you can actually say it to yourself, 18 inches, and maybe that's how you'll land there. And that's your divine galactic chakra. And so what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to imagine that there is a ball of light 18 inches above your crown chakra, which is right here. Imagine 18 inches above your crown chakra, the top of your head, and there's a ball of light. And you're going to imagine that this ball of light is healing. This ball of light is positive, it's glowing, and I think it's spinning. I think this ball of light is spinning. And you want to just imagine that for a second above your head, okay, 18 inches above your head. Then I'd like you to do one more thing, if you possibly can. It's a suggestion. I'd like you, because you're still relaxed, I'd like you to imagine and going to this galactic or divine gateway chakra, which is 18 inches above your head. And I'd like you to tune into your clairsenses, whichever one you'd like, your feeling, your clairsustenance, your clairaudience, your clairvoyance, maybe your claircognizance, maybe your sense of touch. And I'd like you to see if you can kind of channel up there to this divine gateway chakra, this ball of spinning light, 18 inches from your head, and see if you receive any impressions. Do you receive any impressions? Do you receive a sensation? Do you receive, it's taking a lot of concentration, I know, but you've been practicing, so I think you're capable of it. I know you're capable of it. And you want to stretch anyway. You can do this. I know you can. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Have self-confidence. And you're going to go to that chakra. You're going to see if you receive any impressions. I'm going to be quiet. So again, you're tuning into one of your clear senses, one or two, and you're putting the suggestion that you're at your divine gateway chakra. Are you receiving any impressions, which is to another realm? So I'm going to stop talking for a few minutes and see what you receive and what I receive. Okay, so I received three things, and I had to stop and tell you because I didn't want to forget. So the first thing that I received, which is very strange, was a snake. Now, what the heck is that? I thought that it's supposed to be something positive. I received a snake, so there was a snake up there. Then I received traveling. I heard traveling, and then I received. It's like I was looking in there, and I just see it's black. So I don't know. That's all I'm seeing is darkness. I'm not seeing any. That's what I'm seeing. I'm just seeing darkness. I don't know if you received anything. Anyone is out there and they had any kind of experience or impression? Did you see a mental picture? Did you hear something? And I think that was a lot that I received. 3 impressions in those few. I don't know how long I closed my eyes. I never can tell. All right, so there's one exercise. So let's get on to the next one, which is going to be light work. Now, I don't know if you remember in the past, we've done some light work. Anyone who's joining us, I hope you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So let's get right to it. So we're going to close our eyes. We're going to relax. We're going to let go of any tension in our bodies. Let out a breath. Maybe we're going to do a little bit of focusing on our breathing right now for a minute. So maybe let's do an inhale and then an exhale 3 times if you want to hang out with me. Okay, ready? And I like to do it on a 12 count, so it's kind of forcing me to breathe. Sometimes I hold my breath. It helps me calm down a little bit. All right, so now I'm a little calmer. Okay, so we are going to push away any thoughts we have. We're dropping down into our physical being. We're having focus and concentration. We're having physical contact. We're letting go of anything before this moment. We're not thinking. We're not having any doubt. And what we're going to do is we're going to have our eyes closed and be in a comfortable position, kind of putting all our weight on our bottom. And I'd like for you to imagine, and I know I asked you to close your eyes, but for a second, maybe open them if you need to. I'd like you to imagine and see the globe. Okay? I'd like you to see the globe. Okay, and now what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to tune inward And I'd like you to imagine light, and you have light within you. Now, maybe this light is, if you want to say this light is within your mind, and you have this light, this very white light, because I'm hoping that we can kind of translate this into spreading light. So we're imagining light. So I'd like you to see light. If you close your eyes, I'd like you to imagine seeing light. And this light is glowing, it's illuminating, it's powerful, it's protective, and it's goodness. And it's white light. And white light is the strongest light, and it's only used for goodness. So I'd like you to imagine this light. And now I would like you to imagine the globe. Now you can take a particular country. You can imagine light circling this globe. And there's many possibilities here. You can imagine light. You have the globe, you close your eyes and you see the earth, and you imagine light spinning around it. And you can have the light spinning opposite direction as well. Like I say, clockwise and counterclockwise. And maybe you have the light traveling in different ways, or maybe you place the globe into the light. And this is how strong and powerful our thoughts are. We will make changes by doing this. Hey, Ginny, thanks for joining us. We're doing some light work. You can imagine light circling the globe. Maybe you want to take one of these continents and imagine light circling it, or going around the borders of it, or inside of it. Whatever you like, it's entirely up to you. It's your work. It's your personal light work. You can do things like, if you choose to, you can go into a certain city or town or location or community, and you can imagine light there. You can start with light in one space. You can do this in your house as well, your home. You can imagine, if you want to clear out darkness from your home, you can imagine bringing light through. If you can see the light, bringing light through all the spaces, all the crevices in your entire home, and pushing all the darkness out. So you must have a place for the darkness to go. So I have an open window, so I can imagine clearing this space where I fill light in every single space within my home. And I bring the light and I push it through, like maybe you're pushing a broom through, or do you have a Swiffer? You're Swiffering the light through, or maybe you're waving it through. It's entirely up to you. You're going to have your own personal way of working with light. Now, if you allow this to come through, it will. There's information within you. There's data. There's resources within your being that will be the answer to every question I'm asking you, because it just has to be activated within you. And maybe this is activating you today. Maybe it'll activate you tomorrow. If you're willing, you have to have a willingness. Psychic phenomenon and work like this takes a willingness. So again, maybe you're in the United States, I don't know, and you want to put light around just the United States right now, a certain state. So you can close your eyes and you can imagine light around it, or you can have your eyes open, imagine light around it. Whatever you would like to do, it's your intention, it's whatever is, it's a suggestion, whatever you deem the answer, the solution. So again, so we're closing our eyes if you're along with me for this little exercise, and you are putting light around whatever you choose. Maybe it's the globe, maybe it's a continent and you're spinning light, or you're placing light. Maybe you are imagining light dropping down. Like I would always see how this is a graph. I would always imagine in the past dropping down onto something negative with like light, a pattern of light like this. and that disperses negativity. Maybe you're bringing the light up through. You can do this throughout your day. You can do this out in a situation. You can bring light wherever you go. You just imagine it around you or you see it. Anything is possible. You can do this. Okay, so that's it for today. I'm so glad everyone joined us. Thanks for joining us. And again, I do not have any interviews this weekend. I have 2 next weekend, the weekend of the 25th, I believe, because this weekend I am starting a meditation group in my community. So everyone be well. Is there anything else I want to share with you? No, I just want to remind you about your divine gateway chakra, which is 18 inches above your crown of your head. Tonight we covered the quantum field theory, just a little bit, quantum financial system. What exactly is that? That's going to be operating using consciousness as the higher way of the Palladians. The Palladians are going to be involved in that. Thanks, Craig. So these advanced technologies are all in place by benevolent intent. We spoke about the Earth Alliance, which is the association of the military and the white hats, and they're behind the scenes. They are key political leaders in the Earth Alliance. There are. And so they are being helped by the Galactic Federation. And then we kind of covered the Divine Gateway Chakra. And that's about it for tonight. So I hope everyone has a wonderful evening. And I'm going to circle light like I always do. See how I circle light? There's Elsa. Elsa, you want to come up here in a minute? So circle light. I'm spinning light, and you're in the middle of it, and you're making a wish. And I'm sending it to you, and I want good things for you. And that's how we kind of are going to manifest. We're going to have positive affirmations. We're going to have positive mantras, and I'm spinning light, and you're in the middle of it, and I'm sending it to you, and I'm wishing good things. Last night we spoke about activating your heart chakra. Remember? Here's Elsa. Elsa's with me. She's saying hello, 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 hello. And last night we spoke about the heart chakra, and I gave some affirmations, and I will put that on the video from last night. I'll put it in the description so that you have that. What does it say, Bob Harding? Thank you. I was invited to beach. Wait, what does it say? I was invited to teach and guide in my community. Congratulations. That's wonderful. Have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, and I'll see you soon. I'm hoping I'll be back tomorrow, and everyone be well. All right. Bye.